I'm starting a rewire, and I don't know what other sparks do on here, and I don't watch them, so it may have already been covered a million times before, but I'm gonna let you know what I take on a rewire. So, broom, very important. Little bit of trunking, you never know if you need a little bit for under the stairs or whatever in the immersion cupboard. I don't know, off cut, you never know. On this particular job, I'm actually using this. I'm doing a like behind the TV bit of trunking, so I'm going to sink that in the wall with a single box above and below with like a brushed outlet plate. Dustpan and brush. Cable stapler. You want cable stapler. Bin bags. New sets of gloves for every rewire I start. One of the most important tools on a rewire. Loads and loads of dust sheets and door sheets. Very important. I know it's not your house, but it's someone's house, and this one isn't lived in. Unless it was absolutely derelict, perhaps I wouldn't bother. But 9 times out of 10, you do this. You cover the customer's stuff up, and as much as possible. And I've also got a floor sheet thing at the back as well. Crowbar. Apart from the obvious hand tools, off-cut to cable. Most of it is getting delivered to site, but I've got odd bits in the garage I'll take. For my black bag, slip that in my black bag and it stand up, so I'm not dragging around a saggy condom all day. So that goes straight in the bin bag and it stays upright. Laser. I'm taking the radio, another very important tool. I'm taking, on this particular job I am making good, so a bonding coat or foam, and then I shall put some Easy Fill 60 as well. Even though they're getting it skimmed, it's a nice, they don't know how long it's going to be until they get skimmed, so I might put a layer of Easy Fill as well. What else have I got? See the standard hand tools. General gorilla bucket for rubbish or bits. Sign to put up outside, and I'm going to be there for a few days. Random scraps of stuff from the garage, the usual. Even though I've got materials coming, you never know if there's a change to the job on the day, so I got random boxes of stuff just in case. Transformer and drill. I can hear you now going, why are you taking 110 stuff? Well, you're just a domestic sparky. I wasn't. I was in the commercial sector for many, many years, and I'm too tight to go to Screwfix and go and buy a 230 volt drill. So I just still carry around my 110 one and my 110 drill because I'm just too tight. Test kit, of course, standard. Scraps of cable, I've already said. Vacuum, Henry. He's a good sucker. Stuff from Screwfix to go down on the carpet. Run it around all the edges where you're going to do sockets and chase stuff. Cable spooler at the back, you can just see steps. A little bit overrated, this thing. I bought it. I don't really. Nah. I'd rather use these magnets that I get from my test kit. Cable tongue. Big help on a rewire. Might not need it, but cavity master. Rods. All the rods you need for a rewire, and all the attachments. Essential tool for a sparking. Other brands are available, but in my opinion, Super Rod is the best. Ear protection, eye protection, something I probably didn't do when I started out, because I thought it wasn't cool, and I was an idiot. I can't portray how valuable they are now. You don't go home with your ears ringing and stuff in your eye. So yes, super cam, definitely need that. Torches, definitely need them. I've charged them up, so they should last 15 minutes. Folding bucket for bits, materials, rubbish. And my general tray of screws and fixings and big fixings. I got long drill bits behind the skirting bits. Got a fresh one for this job. That's always a nice one, that one. So a couple of fresh SDS bits as well. A couple of fresh grinder bits, grinder blades. Some fresh Bosch bits. And some fresh, SDS chisel bits and stuff. Always for the price of it, I always just buy a fresh few SDS chisel bits, wood bits and stuff for a rewire. Makes your life easier rather than struggling. So I think that's everything. The majority of the materials are getting delivered to site, so it really is. This is kind of what I would take, and then obviously I've got my standard HSS, my impact, SDS, circular tool, multi-tool, and SDS chisel. I got two of them. Obviously I've got one 10 one and a battery one, depending on the walls or if I'm coring or whatever. Yeah, that's it. Sleeving. I said I'm making good, so I've got foam, easy fill, bonding plaster. This is about, on average, what I would take on a rewire, and the one I'm doing. Actually, I'd also take. I haven't got it, but I'd also take my Metabo 3-blade chaser. My mate's borrowing it, but he's going to meet me there today. He's giving me a hand, so that's the other thing that would be crammed in here, probably about there, that I would take on a rewire. And I generally would use that for the chasers, and I'd probably do the traditional method for the boxes, depending on, because if I've got to fill them all, I try and keep it to a minimum. So I'd use the Metabo chaser to do all the chasers, and then by hand I do the boxes. I can be a little bit more neater then. But if it's getting plastered directly, straight after me, then I'll just use the Metabo chaser on everything, and then let the plaster deal with that. But yeah, that's on average what I would take on a rewire. I don't do many because they're quite time consuming and all consuming for me. I prefer smaller little jobs, but each to their own. Laser, a sign. Haven't really ever got much work from putting a sign out, but I don't know. Thought I might do it. That's about it.